Very special show today. Very, very special show. I don't know if that's enough. I can taste it already. Does Coca-Cola go bad? This has been in the shed for like months. We'll find out. Bloop, 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 bloop. Wow. Yeah, so, listen. Get a little sip of that, eh? Oh, man, that's good. That's good. Man. Been non-stop raining over here. I don't know what's going on. What are we talking about? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, you want to talk about? You want? I'll tell you about words that I don't say. I don't say dongle. Where did this word come from all of a sudden? It's like a wire adapter or something like that that plugs into something. The first time I heard it, I was working outside my job. We have some type of like solar panels on the roof. You know, they come down to like this computer or whatnot. And I don't know why somebody thought I was qualified to go out there and diagnose it. But something wasn't working with the solar panels. There was like an alarm going off or something like that. So I go up and I open up the thing. There's all these wires hanging out of the fucking the main box there. I call the rep. I'm like, what am I looking at here? And she's like, well, you're gonna need the special dongle. And right there, I was like, I felt like hanging up the phone. I was like, dongle. What the fuck is a dongle? And right there and then, I said, that's a word I'm never saying again, and I'm certainly not going to repeat it back to you. If I actually found it, I'd be like, yeah, I got the fucking wire thing. I ain't saying dongle. Please, I got news for you. I like layman's terms. I really do. I don't like people that make up words or like make up sayings or phrases or something like this. It's like, I work with a lot of managers, man. And I can't stand manager speak. You know. We gotta get showtime ready. Huh? What show? What fucking show? If this is a show, I don't know who's coming to see it because it looks like misery to me. We got to get showtime. I remember we're trying to get the place, the building ready, and the main guy in charge gets on the radio. He's like, I got trash coming to the back. We got room for trash back there? The other manager gets on the walkie. He's like, yeah, I'll make sure we have room. Don't worry, I'll get these guys to the finish line. The finish what? What? Where's there a finish line? I don't know. I can't take it anymore. Come on, guys, we gotta divide and conquer. What did you read? The Art of War before you came to fucking work? I tell you right now, I'm fucking sick and tired of it. I've had it with everybody. That's my new thing now. I can't even. I gotta listen to assholes all day. I really do. And it's one guy trying to be more important than the next guy, and it's like, guy, you got a shit job. Just join the crowd. You got a shit job. I can't take people with shit jobs and take them seriously anymore. I can't take rules anymore. You understand? I'm like maybe 3 weeks away from shitting my own pants. Because even going to the toilet's too much of a rule for me now. I go home, I'm not even allowed to lay down on the couch anymore. Oh yeah, that's the new one. We just bought a new couch. What a mistake. And I knew it was a mistake. I said, that's it, fun's over. I'm gently whittling myself out of the house. We got a new couch. Now I'm not allowed to lay on it anymore. It's the new couch. You can't lay on it. There's 3 different positions I got. I lay on the couch. God damn it, I want a chair. I want a chair. Now I understand why Archie Bunker had a chair. I want my chair. And if I come home and I see anybody in it, I want to tell them to get the fuck out of it. I can't lay on the couch anymore. You're denting the new couch. I don't care. I bought the couch. She's throwing bed sheets over the couch now. I look like I walk in, it looks like a fucking haunted house. I didn't think this house could get any more haunted. Listen, guy, I love laying on the couch. I don't even need a bed. I love drifting off to sleep on the couch. I love getting on my phone and laying on the couch. It's the best. I can't do that anymore. I used to we would go over to my father's friend's house. Oh yeah, this guy was a real man. You know what he used to tell his wife? You don't even want to know. Listen, he had a couch. It was like this couch with like deer on it. Do you know what I'm talking about here? It was like the couch was like carved out of one big chunk of wood. It's the kind of couch that you could slip and fall and hit your head on the edge of the couch and give yourself a concussion. It was like this big polished furniture. I don't know how to explain it. Varnish. There was varnish on it. You know, and it had deer. Like it was like deer on the fucking couch, on the cushions. You know what you did? I felt so at home when I went into this house. He had like these lamps. They were coming out of like coffee grinders. I don't know how to explain it. They had a fucking Atari 2600 and a big TV console. I want to design a house. Is it ever going to stop raining around here? It's been raining for the last 30 days. I swear to Christ, I can't do anything outside. I got a million projects going on. Anyhow, I go over there. It was like kick off your shoes, jump on the couch. He didn't give a fuck. He used to tell his wife, "Shut your big mouth." Yeah, baby. Shut your big mouth. You know, it's like a real fucking man. He was like a mechanic, you know? He was like an old school. He was Italian. He was old school Italian mechanic, you know? I used to go up to the upstairs. He had that, what was that Radio Shack arm? Remember the robotic arm? Used to be able to open and close the drawers. I used to pick up M&Ms. I put M&Ms on the table. I used to just go up there and play with that thing. He also had a Tamiya Bruiser up there. Remember the Bruiser? It was a Toyota pickup truck. It had like real transfer case, real axles. Oh, I used to drool over this thing. I couldn't use it. But I mean, at the time, it wasn't like $500 truck or something like that. Tamiya, baby. Tamiya Bruiser. Yeah. But I used to play with that robotic arm, and his two dopey daughters would be up there playing Bon Jovi. What was the album? It was like denim cover. What was that one? Remember? It had that song. I hated Bon Jovi for this one song. What was that fucking song? It was. I made mistakes. I'm just a man. Like, what? I had enough of Bon Jovi after that. I was like, what do you mean you're just a man? What does that mean? Bon Jovi. What was that sappy album that he made? It was a huge hit. They played the album over and over again, and they goddamn. I felt like taking the tape out and pulling the fucking tape out all over the floor, like a bowl of spaghetti. Oh my God! They had an in-ground pool back there. What, are you kidding me? You know what I hated about people. Listen, I got news for you right now. I love people. They got. We're gonna get a pool, and they get this fucking above ground pool. Don't even waste your money. All right. I come in your backyard. You got an above ground pool. You're a fucking loser. Yeah. And I love the shitheads that bury it like they get the above ground pool, but they bury it like halfway down in the dirt, like it's an in ground pool. What the fuck is that all about? And then they build a deck around it. It's like, no, asshole. It's an above ground pool. You're a loser. You don't got a deep end. Don't invite me into your pool. I'm not interested. We're going to run around and play Marco Polo. I got the goddamn chlorine floaty hitting me in the head while I'm trying to pretend swim in your 4 feet of water. Come on. Oh my God, I remember going over to my friend's house. He had the half in ground, half out of the ground pool. And the only reason why I go in is because his fucking sister would be out there sunbathing. And I'd be like, the older sister, you know what I mean? She'd come out in the bikini. Oh, hey, I'm going to get some sun. And I was like, you know what I'm talking about? You can't do that to a young guy. Listen, I was like, 13 years old. You understand? I'm fucking popping a rod in my bathing suit. And then they do the old, they lay down on their stomach. She's in the fucking chair. She's laying down she's like sweating. She's gonna lay down on her stomach and like pop the brassiere open. And you're like to get the tan line off the back. We're talking about early 90s here, bro. We'll listen to Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rocks. He's got the radio on. It takes two. It takes two to make a thing go right. I'm like, yeah, it does. Woo! It's my friend's sister. I'm not going to do anything. But I mean, come on. She was older than us. You don't run around in a bikini in front of a 13-year-old guy. Come on. Don't talk about it. Jesus Christ. And of course, the pool was right next to the fucking house. So what do? You jump off the roof. I remember my friend jumping off the roof into the 4-foot pool. I was like, that wasn't me. Like, there's crazy people out there. Like, these guys were crazy. They jump off the roof into the pool. I was like, I ain't jumping off no roof into a pool. I was like, but if you get me one of those circus ladders, remember those circus ladders that go all the way to the top? Remember when the guy would dive into a glass of water? I said, get me one of those fucking diving boards. I'll dive right into your sister's ass nose first, buddy. No, listen. Respect. We're all about respect around here. Alright. Hey, listen. Guys, come on. We got the Jack Daniels out. It's a special occasion. Right? What do I remember about summertime back then? Back in the 80s. What do I remember about summertime? This guy's sister coming out in a bikini and throwing dirt bombs at people. Remember dirt bombs? Yeah. More ice. Sip of coffee for dirt bombs. Remember, I don't know about you, where you grew up. I live in a shithole now. But about 25 years ago, you know, the place wasn't as crowded as it is now. And there were empty lots all over the place. I've talked about this before. Empty lot equals bike track. Empty lot equals manhunt place. Remember when you used to play manhunt? Empty lot, especially construction area, equals dirt bombs. Oh yeah. Remember you used to whip dirt bombs at people? There's nothing more satisfying than when you throw something. This is very primal. When you throw something and it hits somebody. And I don't know what it is. It's like when you're at the carnival and you throw the ball and the guy falls down in a tank. It's so satisfying. When you throw something and it connects, it's like shooting a gun at a target or something like this. But when you throw something and you hit something, oh my God, the feeling is endorphins must be released. Can you imagine that's what we were doing? Throwing fucking rocks at animals and killing them for a kill. And then the reward pheromones, or the reward. I fucking hammered already. The fucking the reward endorphins kick off, right? Oh please, you kidding me? My wife's from Dominican Republic. I don't know if I ever talked about this before, but when she was a little girl, she used to throw rocks at rats. Okay? You want to talk about the arm on this woman? I remember one time when we first started dating, I opened up my trunk. I had like baseball mitts in there and a fucking baseball. We got in the parking lot. I was like, hey, come on. I'm like, you know, I'm going to show what I got. I'm like, come on, honey, throw me the ball. She throws me a ball. I'm like, God, wow, she's got, you know, she can throw. I throw the ball back to her. I give her a little heat on the ball, thinking I'm real cute. You know, here you go. Try to get that one. She was like, shipping. It was like that fucking game. What was the fucking game? Where you throw the ball and the guy's arm would turn on fire? She laced in and threw a fucking baseball at me. I never caught a baseball like this in my life. It hit me right in the palm of the hand. You know how you go? You try to catch a ball in the pocket of the glove. It hit me in the palm of the hand. I'm like, game over. All right, we're done here. You want to go out and get a drink? You want to get married now? Fuck that. I got news for you. But hey. Remember though, some kids would be like riding by on a bike and you throw a fucking dirt bomb at them and all you'd see is a big puff, like it would fucking explode all over. Fucking ruin their day. Come to my neighborhood and wear fucking white pants, because that was the thing in the 80s. Remember? I remember one time we were going out with these girls, right? Well, actually, my buddy Todd and Paul, because they were like good looking guys. They were going to hang out with these girls, bring them to this boat and make out. And I was like the tag along. And I knew what was going down, right? So I put on my fucking white pants, right? Remember you had the white pants? And I had a Spuds McKenzie t-shirt. And I was like, wait till I get a fucking load of me. And I wound up being the lookout guy outside the boat. We went to a boatyard. They all climbed into a fucking bay liner to make out. And I was sitting outside the bay liner like, it's all clear. Keep on having a great fucking time. I'll be out here like a complete loser. Didn't anybody see the Spuds McKenzie shirt? You fucking animals. Can't get laid with a Spuds McKenzie. I was like, I'm going to the mini market to play some Moon Patrol. Alright? with the fucking Turkish guy. I was talking like the Turkish guy after a while. I was like, this fucking shit. This fucking shit. Ah, fucking unreal. I remember one time, I used to hang out with this kid. He was fucking nuts. He was a little bit older than me. He had a paper route. And it was like, it wasn't delivering like, he get paid to deliver a certain amount of papers. But they were like flyer papers. They weren't like regular papers. And I remember we would just take the cart full of papers and go down to Brian's bar. And he would chuck them in the dumpster. Chuck them right in the dumpster. And I remember as a kid, like thinking to myself, oh my God, that's wrong. I had such a good moral compass as a kid. I have a good moral compass now. I would never, ever, I had such a sense of duty. Like, I gotta deliver it. If that was me, I was like, it could be a fucking hurricane outside. And I'd be like, oh my God, I gotta deliver these flyers. It wasn't not gonna happen. I have to do it. I was the sense of obligation. I remember his name was Derek. I forget his last name. Anyhow, he'd go and he'd chuck the papers in the dumpster. And I was just like, oh my God. And he'd be like, let's go play. And then we go, he wouldn't say, let's go play. But then we go to the empty lot. And I remember we went to this one place. It was a construction site. And there was a bunch of other kids there. And we found these fluorescent light bulbs. And we just started cracking each other over the head with the fluorescent light bulbs. We're having like sword fights. And we're like, pop, pop. And the fluorescent light bulbs, they pop. And the white powder goes all over the place. And you throw the fluorescent light bulb at somebody, it would like break over their back. I swear to God. The thing that's crazy about that now is the job that I'm at now, we have hazmat, okay? Does anybody know what hazmat is? They basically come into your building and they fucking extort you for money. Oh yeah. If you spill a little oil on the floor, you got to put these dams around it. Like the it was like the Exxon Valdez just spilled all over the place. And they want you to put these dams around it, and then you got to come out with a special powder. And then of course you got to buy everything for a certified kit that costs thousands of dollars to do this. It's the big. I don't know how anybody runs a business nowadays. It's the biggest racket of all time. So anyway. In order to dispose of hazardous materials, one of the most hazardous materials on the list is a fluorescent light bulb. They're like, you gotta clear the area. People can't come within a certain radius. I'm like, people can't come within a certain radius. We used to bash these things over each other's heads. I remember coming home covered in white powder. Because there's fucking mercury in these things. What, are you kidding me? I was like a fucking thermometer by the time I got home. I'm like, that's it. If I'm not dead from cancer in like 2 years, I'll be amazed. Between the fucking... What do they say? I'm watching a thing about the Voyager. The deep fucking space probe. Right? I read somewhere that 7 pounds of plutonium... You take 7 pounds of powdered plutonium and you fly it through the atmosphere and just go like in an urn... 7 pounds of powdered plutonium. If you got into an airplane and you were just like, you know how people want their ashes sprinkled, and you just went woof out of the plane? I heard it's enough to completely contaminate the entire planet Earth. So you ready for this? They built, like, it's enough to give everybody fucking cancer. They built this fucking Voyager. This is late 70s, the Voyager deep space probe, right? They built it with a fucking plutonium reactor. Okay, so hey, fucking guy. What happens? The rocket goes up and blows up in the atmosphere. What do you think? The plutonium just disappears? No. It goes all over the place. But these are the risks we take. It's like the first fucking atomic bomb. They didn't know what was going to happen when they blew it off. Can you imagine? They thought it could literally start a chain reaction that would destroy the whole atmosphere as we know it. So, hey, what the fuck? Try it out. Why? What's the consequence? If it happens, we're all dead. So what are you going to do? Come sue me? You going to throw me in jail? Yeah, fucking set it off. Next thing you know, they're sending fucking hydrogen bombs up into the fucking into the atmosphere. What are they blowing them up in space? You ever see the videos? It's like it looks like somebody's melting film. You know how that when you melt film and it just erodes like that? You watch they're like colorful explosions in outer space. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for giving the world cancer. This is where it comes from. I'm sorry. There was no cancer back then. Why did I only just hear about cancer since, like, what, the 50s? Come on. All right, what are we talking about here? Very special show. Very special show. All right? This one, I know what's in the box. Okay? There's a reason why we're drinking Jack and Cokes at fucking 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay? Because this is my personal atomic bomb. Are you ready for this? This is from our boy Matt. All right? I don't have to tell you about Matt and his Jesus Christ contributions to the show. I mean, you can't even start. You can't even start. Matt is like, I don't know, brother to the show. That's about it. That's about it. He sent us this package right here. I don't even know how to explain it. So let's just open it up and get right to it. Can we get another sip of this Jack and Coke and have a moment for Lemmy Kilmeister? I think that's appropriate. It makes your teeth chatter. Oh, you better believe it. You better believe it, my friends. Okay, we got a note here, right off the bat. Dear Bithead 1000, I'm sure you would have rather found one of these in the wild, but let's be honest, you have a better chance of relocating your childhood video game collection after it was tossed in a dumpster. Yeah, amen to that. So here it is, the stuff of legends, the video game console that every kid our age lusted after. The motherfucking Blackadoo. Are you with me here? And every kid our age is like, I'm 43. I'll say, okay, do you know yet? I bet you do. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more after the road you've traveled. Enjoy it. And try not to cash in on all the best, Matt. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, wait a second, man. We can't do this. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. All right, we're not doing that first. Wow. Oh my God. This is like unfucking real. All right, hold on a second. There's another box. We gotta pull this box out first. I think we have to do it in this order. Look at this. Listen. Look at the Japanese writing on the box. Are you kidding me? This is unreal. Do you understand? It's unreal. Hold on. We got to get right to the bottom for this one. Oh my God. Guys. God, my God. Look at this. Oh, baby! Are you kidding me? If you would have grabbed me by my orange mullet back in 1992 while I was sitting there and staring at this console. Okay, what was it? The Neo Geo Gold package, right? The Gold package in Electronics Boutique, staring at it on the wall and just drooling like this. Just staring. It was impossible. Do you understand? It was impossible. It was a $749 gaming console, and the games were $250 plus or more. Oh yeah. My God. It's the Neo Geo. Let me explain something to you right now. Of course, we all know we saw the Neo Geo, at least I did, in the arcade first. And the Neo Geo in the Sunrise Mall and Time Out was packed with Super Spy, NOM 1975, Jesus fucking Christ, Magician Lord, and Windjammers. And after seeing this, you would go over to Electronics Boutique, and eventually they had the Neo Geo console available for for purchase. It was incredible. You understand? It was the arcade in your house. You got to understand something. For those, I want the young guys to understand, when you went into the arcades, you were watching the top fuel dragsters of video games. Okay? You were at home in your car, you were at home playing your Nintendo, you were basically racing street cars. And then when you would go into the arcade, even your 16-bit consoles, then when you were in the arcade, these were top fuel. It was top fuel dragster time. These were prototypes you were watching. The arcade was creme de la creme of video games. That's the end of it. Oh yeah. So when Neo Geo came out, the Neo Geo was the arcade. It was the arcade. And what did we know the Neo Geo as? A 32-bit console. Why? Process of elimination? I don't know what it was. Logic. It was a logic equation. It's not 32-bit, right? It's 24-bit. Am I correct on that one? Listen, you had Nintendo. It was 8-bit. The Sega, Master System was 8-bit. Then you had the 16-bit consoles. Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx 16, blah, blah, blah. Sega Genesis. So you're like 8, 16... And then you saw Neo Geo, which was the first to come out after 16-bit. That was more than 16-bit. And naturally, in your head, you just said 32 in your head. I always thought Neo Geo was 32-bit, but apparently that's not the case. It's 24-bit. Well, this was it, baby. I mean, S and K. This was. Oh, it's so extreme. It's so fucking extreme. Oh, and that was the other thing, right? And then you'd see the games up on the wall. And they would say 47 meg. And you gotta understand something. This was for something like NOM 1975, right? This is the lower end of Neo Geo games. Okay? This was the Solomon's key of Neo Geo games. And it said 47 meg in the bottom corner of the box. You're like, 47 meg? You look over at the Sega Genesis at the time, this is 1991, 1992, 8 meg max! You had 8 meg gigs. You were like 8 meg. Oh my god. And then maybe you'd see like Star Control would be 12 meg. You're like 12 meg. This is impossible. And then these Neo Geo games were 42 meg, 47 meg. And then they were breaking 100 meg. And remember what the screen used to say? Oh, what did the screen used to say for a 100 meg game? It would say 100 meg something power, right? And you'd be like, 100 meg. It was like 100 meg. And then the Neo Geo games were getting 300 meg as time went on. Then they get almost to 1,000 meg. And they would call it, what would they call it? A gig. They would call it giga power, right? On the screen, giga power. Like, what? I didn't know anybody. This is way too long. Serious changes are going to have to happen in my little gaming office right here. Serious changes. Construction. There's going to be construction going on. Look at this. The memory card input. It's like if you walked in with the memory card, it was like you were Jeff Bezos in the flesh. Is it Jeff Bezos? I don't fucking know. Like this guy's got a Neo Geo at home. If I can't, you want to know how sick I am? If you would have came to the arcade and popped the fucking memory card in to the Neo Geo arcade, because I don't know what that would let you do. Would it let you start somewhere special in the arcade? I would have fucking followed you home. I would have been hanging on to your bumper. Skitching. Oh, what? You don't think you can skitch without snow? Billy did it in cowboy boots. He figured it out. Oh, yeah. I didn't tell you about Billy skitching with cowboy boots. He had cowboy boots with wooden soles. Let me tell you something about the 1980s, buddy. Billy would come out of his house with cowboy boots and sweatpants. Do you get it? This is a guy that means fucking business. If I come walking down the street and I see a guy come, I'm with my kid, and I see a guy coming at me with sweatpants and cowboy boots on, I pick up my kid, number one. Number two, I take my wallet and I move it from the back pocket to the front pocket. Here's a guy that just doesn't fucking care about anything. Holy, at least. Billy would go skitching down the road on a fucking cowboy boots with wooden soles. Until they were fucking smoking. Skitching wasn't just for wintertime with Billy. You understand the kind of madman we're dealing with here? Billy taught me. He said, you really want to go? You really want to fuck a girl? He said, you have a sit down. I'm trying to picture how this would work. You have a sit down. Here's what he told me. You put Vaseline. You put Vaseline on the outside of her legs and the inside of your legs. And then you sit on, like if she's facing you sitting, you sit on her. And I guess it goes in and out and in and out. You can't make this shit up, man. I want to do an animation of it because I don't understand how it works like a rocking horse. I don't know what's going on. What an imagination. I want to try that with my wife. I'm going to come in with the tube of Vaseline and try to explain that one and see how far that goes. I'll record it. I'll put on the fucking glasses. We'll record it. Hey, honey, I got to put the Vaseline on the outside of your legs, on the inside of my legs. Then I go in like a rocking horse. You getting turned on? You getting turned on yet, honey? What, are you kidding me? Listen, I can't take it anymore. You can't get that advice from anybody else. What, are you kidding me? Guys, are you ready for this? It's the NEO GEO arcade stick. Oh my God, look at this. It's the stuff of legend. You want to fucking listen to that, you animals. Now go ahead, complain about my audio. I love this. I gotta hear about my fucking audio. Suck my dick. Already, sideways. I don't know how to work this fucking editing program. I'll figure it out. I'll get on it. What am I gonna do? But until then, just suck my dick sideways, huh? Wow, look at this. SNK. SNK embroidered everywhere. Tattoo it on my face. SNK, baby. Oh, yeah, SNK's bringing the heat, man. You can't fuck with SNK. Listen, you're going to talk to me. You talk to me about Capcom. You talk to me about Konami. I'm almost falling asleep. You want to talk to me about SNK? Now you got my fucking attention. Now you got my attention. Now this motherfucking Mac. You thought it stopped there? You thought that was the end of it? Look at this. We got the cables in here. We got the power pack in here. Oh my God. Look at that. What is that called? A DIN plug right there? I don't know what that is. What is this, fucking joke? Look at this. Look at this. What? It's not stereo? This has got to be the gag of gags. I just paid $750 for a console, and it comes and it's not stereo? That's a problem. That's a big, big problem. That's something the Atari Jaguar would do. What the fuck? Anyhow, that's not important. Guys, you got to understand something here, all right? And I'm going to explain something to you right now. We're not done, by the way. This is the Neo Geo. Look at this, Max 303 Mega Pro Gear Spec AES, Advanced Entertainment System. Okay, this is the Japanese AES system. Okay, apparently you have the American AES, the Japanese AES. Number one, I'm going to explain something to you right now. Okay, what I know about the Neo Geo in general, you can fit inside a thimble. Matt gave me a rundown. He sent me an email. I swear to God, it was like, if I printed it out, it would be like War and Peace. It was. You thought you could go down a rabbit hole with the PC Engine? Okay. The Neo Geo will bring you to the very same place. So you have the AES system, which is like the home console system, right? The Japanese and American consoles. And then you have the MVS system, which apparently is the arcade version of the Neo Geo. And I might be getting this wrong, because I really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And listen to that rain. It's been raining like this for weeks. I don't know how to explain it to you. Apparently you can get a converter for this. So, American... I think I'm getting this right. I don't know. As far as I know, American AES games are the most expensive. I mean, they can go anywhere like up to like $6,000-7,000, right? And then Japanese AES are the next step down from that. They get very expensive too. But then the MVS games apparently are very affordable, or more affordable. Let's not say very affordable when we talk about the Neo Geo, shall we? So the MVS games are a little bit more affordable. And, yeah. Apparently you can get a converter that you pop in here and you can play NVS games on your Neo Geo. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I don't know what we're going to do here because we're trying to build... I got to be honest with you. I think I would take my PC Engine collection and shove it in a wood chipper to get at Neo Geo games. Alright, I hate to say it, but that might be the case. I might take the Nintendo collection and push it in front of a school bus as it drives by to entertain the idea of collecting for the Neo Geo. Collecting for the Neo Geo seems like such an exciting endeavor. Do you understand what kind of games we're talking about here, guys? Metal Slug? I mean, fighting games and just like arcade fun. With these pixelated... My mouth is drying up here. Give me a moment. Do you understand what we're talking about here? I mean, you can... There's just no end to it. There's no end to it. There's no end to it. To have a Neo Geo collection, I don't care. Listen, let's get into it here. I can't believe this. Matt, you went too far. You went way too far. You went way too far. But listen. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? Here we go, guys. Are you ready for this? What? What? Samurai Spirit. Look at the fucking cover art, number one. Look at that cover art. Oh my god. Oh, take a look at the back of the box, guys. Remember the referee? Remember the referee with the flags in the back? I remember seeing the crowd of people around the machine when this game came out. You see the referee? Oh, with the flags, weapon-based fighter. Ashkamaramu, are you kidding me? Guys, look at this. Oh my god. What has he got, like a fucking bird feather coming out of his mouth? A cocky son of a bitch? Alright, you ready for this? Look at these boxes. This is straight from the game rentals. Listen, who has room for a box like this? I'll tell you right now, I do. I don't care if I gotta build a fucking extension on the house. This box, I'll find room. Listen, people will sit there and bitch and moan. I sold this so I can make some room for my gaming collection. All right? Nobody said. If I give you a stack of Neo Geo games, you're gonna find room for it one way or another. Oh yeah, and I don't care if you gotta make it in your wife's shoe closet. We open it up. Okay. What's the matter? You never saw a fucking a Neo Geo cartridge, you needle dick yellow bellied asshole? There it is. Look at that. It's bigger than a VCR tape. You get it? And look at this. 2 rows. I don't even have to look at it. I know. 2 rows. And what is that? A PCB board? I don't know what it's called. The cartridge pins coming out of there got more teeth than a shark. 2 rows. I look at my Nintendo. It's half the size. It's half the size. It doesn't have 2 rows. What's going on there? What's going on there? What kind of electricity? What's going on there? My God, look at this. Samurai spirits. Hold on a second. Tell me that's not a rig, huh? You're not a real man. You're not a real man until you have a Neo Geo. You know, you ain't got a Neo Geo? Get out of my country. Get right out of my country with yourself. Look at this. What a rig. Are you kidding me? That's not a rig? Right there? Shame on you. Shame on you. What are you going to do? You're going to play it on your little Raspberry Pi? Huh? You're going to play it on your Raspberry Pi? You're not going to hear this. You're not going to hear this. You're not going to hear that. You louse. Go play it on your Raspberry Pi. I want to feel, you know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? I want to play about a half hour of this. And then I want to go and I want to grab the power transformer. And I want to burn my hand. Yeah. You know, I was in fucking CVS the other day. I was looking for a gift card for my mother. And this fucking broad is right next to me. This crazy fucking broad. Italian broad. How do I know? She says to me, she's asking me about a gift card. She's obviously trying to hit on Big Head 1000. Okay? She saw the world famous program. She was like, amen. So she's talking to me about some gift card, right? And I noticed that both her hands are wrapped up with like ace bandage. And I said, what'd you do? You got into a fist fight with somebody? She's like, oh no. She's like, I was making Zeppelis and I put both my hands in the boiling oil. I was like, huh, what? Number one, I'm like, oh my God, why would you? But I'm like, what? And in my head, I'm already thinking to myself, yeah, how much did you have to drink, honey? Who puts their hands in fucking boiling oil? I don't know how that relates to anything, but here we go. Bottom line is, all right, here we go. Right? Oh my Christ Almighty! Look at, oh, that's what it was. Look at this, 100 mega shock. Oh my God, shock! That's right, shock. Yes, yes. Look at this. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. What is this? This is Art of Fighting, right? Art of Fighting 2? Am I wrong? Art of Fighting 2, Mode 7, zooming in and out? Zooming in and out?
Round 1. Fight!
During the fight, like only a cartridge game can of this caliber. My God, what they did with 24 bits. What they did with 24 bits is absolutely incredible. Oh my God. That's okay. There we go. I mean, this cartridge, look at that. 100 mega shock. I love it. The list price, $199. You can't afford to miss it. Stronger, better, and ready to kick butt. The terrible twosome are back in the fight for their lives. Yeah, baby. I'm telling you right now. Listen, a lot of people don't know about the Neo Geo. Listen, I know a little something about the Neo Geo. What I do know is it was a rental system to begin with. Oh yeah, over in Japan, they'd rent it for like hotel rooms and something like that. Move me to Japan. Can somebody please? Can I go to Japan? What forward-thinking people. In 1991, I get to go to a hotel room and play arcade games. I want out of here. The demand for it became so high, people started to talk about it. That's when they made the consoleized version. You understand? For sale. For sale. Guys, here we go. I mean, oh my God. Let me show you the back of the box, right? We all know this guy. Come on, this guy? This fucking fat tub right here? You all know that guy? You all know this guy right here? Come on. You don't need to speak Japanese to know that one, right? Here we go. It is... Wow. Fatal Fury 2? How about that? 100 mega shock.
Again, legendary men return. Fatal Fury 2. Round 1. Fight.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's so surreal. If you would, I can't even believe today that I'm sitting here with a Neo Geo sitting in front of me. It's a real big honor. If I'm going to be humble for a second, it's a real big honor. It really is. It's a real special moment for me. I never thought I'd be in this place right now. And that is really cool. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. These cartridges, the weight of it. It's just this incredible stuff, man. I wish there was a date on here. Anyway. Big Bear from Australia, right? Yeah. My God Almighty. Guys, all I can talk about really is the crowds of people that would be around the Neo Geo machines. Yes, Samurai Showdown. Samurai Showdown 2. I mean, you're talking about crowds of people that wanted to be part of this. I still remember vividly the arcades. It's unbelievable. So you want to talk about the arcades and how special they are, and a console that no console drives closer to the authentic arcades than the Neo Geo. I'm sorry, just doesn't happen. It's really, really special. Matt, I want to thank you so much. It's more than I can accept. All right, but I mean, listen, I can't sit here and tell you. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Look at that pin set. Oh my Christ, look at that. Look at that electrical engineering. You kidding me? Need 2 bottles of alcohol to clean that pin set. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Neo Geo, I mean, the possibilities, they're endless with this system, right? Endless. Anyway, Matt, thank you so much. Guys, you just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. Do I gotta keep on telling you this week after week? It's more for the new people out there anyhow. And you better believe that. With a 4K face! We'll see you next time.